We've got awesome Gav, we've got awesome guests, we've got me, and we've got awesome jumping spiders. Woo! Hello and welcome. That's right, we are here. It is me, Mitch, and this is Unseen Universe. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. I can see already in the chat that we've stolen somebody else's people. We've already got them. We've got them, and we're going to keep them. Good old Scott. Thank you very much, my friend. Right, well, we've got an awesome stream, mainly because we're doing some jumping spiders. That's right, I'm going to rehouse some jumping spiders, but more importantly, we've got a couple of awesome ladies, a couple of awesome guests that are going to come on the stream, and they are going to have a little chat, and we're going to talk about jumping spiders, we're going to talk about their care, we're going to talk about what the heck is going on in the hobby and how awesome the explosion into jumping spider breeding that is going on right now in the hobby. It's absolutely fantastic. But before we get into it, we are going to have to first speak to, that's right, you know it. And if you were in the stream with Scott last night, you'll have got to know him a little bit better. It's the one and only, it's the awesome, my right-hand man, my partner in crime, looking after me, looking after you, looking after everybody. It's Gavilar from Impossible Invert! Hey up, how's it going, dude?
Yeah, not bad. Yourself?
Yeah, good. Have you climbed down from those dizzying heights of that pedestal that everyone, deservingly so, I might add, that everyone put you on last night, my friend?
Do you know what? I'm still on a high.
It's still on a high. And it's going to last a heck of a long time, I'm sure. Because, you know, it's just a long way to come down from there, isn't it, dude? You know what? You should stay there, my friend. You should stay there.
I went to bed last night proper wired.
I did too. I went to bed proper wired as well, and I was just in the crowd, man, you know? So, no, man, very well deserved. I spoke to you earlier. He deserves all the plaudits. He deserves all the adulation and all the respect because you are awesome. So there you go. So anyway, tonight's about jumping spiders, my friend. It's not about you anymore. You've had your night in the.
I'm old.
You've had your day in the sun. That's it. You've done. So I have to apologise right now if I can see I'm getting a little bit of low connectivity warnings going on, and even though I'm hardwired in, for some reason I'm slacking a little bit in with the old juice on the old dirt. So if I stick and start freezing up, I can only apologise right now. Hopefully we should be okay. So right then, well, before we start, Gav, shall we say hello to a few people, because I can already see that
Yep.
we've got loads and loads and loads of new people in the chat already. So and there's probably more new people watching now. I recognise a couple of people who we've obviously brought over from Scott's stream last night. Vanessa Smith. How you doing, Vanessa? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know you've been brought. I know you've come over because I recognise your name from the chat last night. I think I also saw somebody, Aromatic Beast, as well. The Beast is here over from the chat from last night. So welcome, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We've got Lovable Spoods. I remember Lovable Spoods from over in the chat last night as well. So welcome, welcome, welcome. And obviously Stephanie is here, the hall monitor, the one and only Stephanie. So do what she says when she tells you to do it. That is all I'm telling you. That is the only warning you'd get. Si's in the house. How's it going, Si? Cotswold Crawlers. All these guys have probably got YouTube channels. Gav's going to drop some links in later on just to make you aware of everyone in the chat. So Sarah Carden, how's it doing, Sarah? I do recognise that name. I'm pretty certain. I'm not sure where from. But I do know that Vanessa says hello, hello, hello. I do know that Charlotte and Claire have both been. I've given it away. I've given their names away before introducing them. No, Charlotte and Claire have both been. They've both been giving shout outs to this stream and shouting out in the groups that they know, inviting some of their friends, some of their Spooder friends and their Jumping Spider friends and Velvet Spider friends and all that good stuff. So there you go. They've been spreading the word. So there's probably going to be a few people in here who Charlotte and Claire know. So we'll get them to introduce their friends later on who are probably here. So if you're new here, thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome, welcome. I promise I don't just sit here talking like this all night. I am actually going to do something in a minute. But I'm just so excited, Gav. I'm so excited because, oh, there we go. Greetings and salutations to Micromantids. How you doing, Micromantids? I feel like I recognise that logo. I've got a feeling there's been a name change there. But I'm not sure. I don't want to say it on air. Micromantids, is that a name change? But the logo is the same. I feel like I recognise that. Rach is here. Rach. Woo! Okay, Rach, she made it. So she knows me. Do I know her? Mandy Hewitt. How's it going, Mandy?
Fab Felts.
You what, dude?
Fab Felts.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Fab Felts. There you go. Thank you so much, Rach, for tuning in. Mandy Hewitt, there's another newbie. Alfie Robinson, another new one in the house. Wow, we've got so many new faces in here tonight, man. I'm so excited. We've got Black Ebbs, how you doing, my friend? We've got who else have we got? I think Sidex is in. Francis, how's it going, buddy? Welcome, guys. Welcome.
Greg's here. He's just had a premiere as Greg.
Yeah, Greg's here now. Thank you, Greg. Sorry, obviously, if you're going to have your premiere at the same time as my stream, I am going to miss it. I'm sorry, but I will tune in to your stream a little bit later on. Have a look at that video a little bit later on, because I do know, for a very important cause, there's something awesome going on over at Greg's channel. So, oi, what about you, says Dawn. Well, Dawn, I was saving you for last. Special welcome to Dawn. No. Sorry, Dawn. Yeah, I did see you, but I'm just so sidetracked. I'm so hyper excited about what's going to happen tonight, because we've got all these new people in the house, and I'm just buzzing about how many people we've got. I think, have we said hello to everybody? I think I saw Peter. Peter Laws. Is Peter in the house? I'm just going to go back a little bit because I want to make invert Laws. Peter's in the house. How's it going, Peter? Yeah, hope you're feeling a little bit better tonight, my friend.
I think we need a couple of names as well. Like Lovable Spoods.
Yeah, that's your job, Gab. So basically, what we want is if you're just here for a one-off, then fine. But hopefully, if you like the atmosphere we've created and you enjoy the stream, hopefully you will consider joining us for more streams later on. We're definitely going to do more jumping spider stuff. So if that's your bag and that's all you're interested in, that is cool. But we'll definitely do something for you later. But if you're going to be part of the chat and you're going to be part of our little community, we would love to get some names. Obviously, it's a whole bunch of new names for me to learn. So, so there you go. I've only just got a handle on everybody's names that I know here so far. So there you go. Anyway, let's crack on, shall we? Let's just get on because we've got two awesome guests here for us tonight. These are a couple of very experienced ladies in the world of jumping spiders, velvet spiders, and possibly other spiders as well. I guess we'll find out a little bit more. I know that that they both dabble in various other invert areas and possibly other things as well. So yeah, but tonight we're mainly here to talk about jumping spiders, but we'll obviously cross-examine them a little bit later on. But we'll see how it goes. So we've got Claire from Aruna Exotics is here tonight, and we've also got Charlotte. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to say your name like that, Charlotte. It just came out. We've got Charlotte from Charlotte's Webs. So they are both here tonight, and without further ado, let's just get them out, shall we? Let's just get them out. So I'm just going to bring you. Are you ready, guys? Give me a thumbs up. Don't be nervous, Claire. Do not be nervous. Here they are, look. Welcome, Charlotte. Welcome, Claire. How's it going, guys?
Good.
You all right? Don't forget to speak. Very important. And breathe. So it's all good. Anyway, say hello to everybody, guys. Say hello to Claire and Charlotte. Do you recognise many of those new faces? Because I know, Charlotte, you don't get into my streams as often as you could because I know you've got a lot going on, but I know you dip in and out from time to time. But Claire is here. We can't. She's like some kind of limpet. We can't get rid of her.
I know. Back my way.
Trying to scrape her off the chat, but she's just there. So there you go. We're getting comments about your hair already, Claire.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's what Ebbs is referring to.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, Claire's obviously a regular here. She's clearly got nothing better to do.
No.
She's tuning into my streams all the time, and I know that you tuning into other people's streams as well. Because whenever I've managed to catch other people's lives and stuff, you always seem to be there. I know you're there at Invert Kingdom UK. You were there at Scots last night. It's all over the place, man. So yeah, it's very cool. So. Yeah, it's where do you get the time? But anyway, no, it's absolutely amazing to have you guys here. So, Claire, do you recognise any of the new people's names that we've got in the chat?
I do. There's a couple of people. Sarah Carden, she's had a couple of my jumping spiders.
Cool.
Obviously, my girl Spooky Dukes is up there.
Yeah.
Nicole, I think, might be one of my.
There you go. So these are
Kelly Dixon. She's one of my
actual customers. She's bribed her customers to come and join in on the stream. Show some support to us, man. So whatever it takes, man. Whatever it takes. No, but thank you, guys. Thank you so much for giving us your time, and thank you for just spreading the word and getting some of your friends and your customers and your pals in and stuff. But there you go. Nicole S follows Charlotte on social media, but no Claire's brand name. There you go. So there you go. So there we go. For all you people who have not seen Claire and Charlotte before, here they are. So yeah, so we're gonna chat about jumping spiders. Now I have got some rehousing and stuff to do. So I think I'll just get started, and we'll have a little chat while I do it. So I'm going to bring Big Fish in as well, just so people kind of know what's going on. Let me just see I'm just going to jiggle around with things a little bit. There we go. I'm just going to get rid of my brand as well because that's just going to cause all kinds of problems. There we go.
If it makes it easier, do you want to drop me down to the bottom?
Yeah, move over, Gav.
No, on bottom.
Oh, you mean drop you out altogether?
Yeah.
No, man, you're all right. You're part of this, Gav. You're part of this. We're not losing you, man. We're not using you. As long as we can hear.
Still here.
As long as we can hear. Yeah, but you won't be able to speak. It's fine, dude. It's fine. Right, what should we do first? I've got a whole bunch of carolinensis. That Adikibet told me that I actually stole these off you, Charlotte.
Yeah.
You were after these, apparently.
I'd already got on there. I thought you were now.
Am I the only one struggling to hear, Charlotte, or did you guys catch that okay?
I think it broke up a bit.
So,
can you hear me now?
Yeah, can hear you.
You hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
I'm just like right now.
Yeah, I think you were just dropping out a little bit. Yeah, I got these carolinensis a couple of weeks ago, and I heard that you were after those as well. So I can only apologise that I swooped in and got them. I got an adult pair apparently, but we'll see. They look like adults though. I've had a quick look at them, so I think they're okay. How old they are though, I've no idea. And after what you told me today, Claire, I'm a little bit concerned. I need to get them bred. As quick as possible.
Yeah.
So I know I'm a sneaky stealer, Dawn. I can't help it. You know what I say. You've got to be. You can't hang around in this game, man. If you see something, look, I've learned over the years. If you see something and you want it, you've got to get in there and get it. You've just got to get it, haven't you guys? Because if you procrastinate, especially when it's something that is a little bit, not as common in the hobby. I mean, those carolinensis, I was actually quite. I was buzzing when I saw them. I thought I've got to get them because I don't remember last time I saw them available. So, but this brings us nicely on to one of the things I wanted to talk about, and that's how crazy jumping spiders has just exploded right now in the hobby, right, guys? I mean, it's just gone mental. There's I don't really follow Facebook that much, but I do know that there's half a dozen Facebook pages, groups have all sprung up from what I can gather in literally like the last year or two. Maybe I just didn't notice them before. I'm not really sure, but I feel like it's just exploded again, hasn't it? Just in the last year or so.
Yeah,
I reckon that might be.
They weren't when probably about 10 years ago. I don't think I'd even heard of them being in the hobby. I mean, I'm sure they were, but I hadn't heard of them.
One of the ones that's only recently I've seen pop up, like the same. But
we are struggling. Charlotte. Man, we're struggling to hear you, mate. You're doing that. You're doing that. I don't know whether anybody's heard of Freddie Starr from the 80s. He used to do this bit where he used to pretend like his microphone was breaking up. It'd be and then he'd be like, and then he'd hit himself in the head with the mic. Anyway, enough of that. Showing my age there, Gav. But yeah, it's like you're kind of missing nearly every other word is missing. I don't know whether you've got a mic issue or.
I think.
Or what. Anyway, so we'll let Claire fiddle about with her. I'll see if I can just turn Claire's mic up a little bit and see if that helps.
Claire.
Charlotte, sorry, yes. I'll see if I can turn.
So that's why I've got to remember alt names.
So there you go, Charlotte. I've turned you up a little bit. I don't think that's going to help with the interference, though. So yeah, we'll have. Okay.
Is that any better?
Yeah, that is better. I heard all that. Right,
yeah,
go.
I was on 4G, not Wi-Fi.
Okay. I feel like that's a little bit better now. So, yeah, Charlotte, do you? So, yeah, you've obviously you've just recently this. I think it was late last year, wasn't it? You started up your Charlotte's Web
Yeah,
page.
I'm still relatively new. Like, compared to some, I'm not, but I definitely love to learn.
Yeah. We're still struggling with your microphone a little bit, Charlotte. I'm
Oh,
really sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's we can't really hear you properly. But I think I've got the general gist. You're relatively new into the hobby, and I know we spoke last year. You were talking about starting up your page, and I was all like, "Just go for it, man. Just get it done. Just go for it." And yeah, and I guess you've never looked back because. You know, you come at just the right time as well because like jumping spiders has just gone absolutely crazy. So, Lewis is in the house. How's it going, Lewis? You all right, buddy? Yeah. So, right, I'm just going to get started because I've got a few to house. Oh, I have got. I think what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the P Regis first. So I've got quite a few pairs of P Regis. But I'm actually only going to rehouse one pair tonight because all the others are still quite small. So I'm going to get started with those. Charlotte's disappeared for a second. I'm guessing she has got to she has some technical difficulties. So, Claire, are you all right? You all right, Claire?
Yeah.
So, Claire, tell me. I know you've been in the trade, exotic trade, for probably decades. I think you were saying earlier. Absolutely donkey's years, just like us. And,
Yeah.
yeah, and you. So when was it about when you think you got into jumping spiders again? Because I think you were
Jumping spiders has been a couple of years. I've been terrified of spiders all my life. Like it was never on the cards. Snakes and everything else, yes, but spiders, no.
Yeah.
But yeah, whenever I hear about something new, I'm always interested. But when it was the spiders, I didn't even want to hear about it. But then, do you know what? I can't even tell you what made me decide to get one. But I did what everyone else has done and started with one, and by the end of the week I had about 5, and by the end of the month I had about 20, and you just can't not love them.
No, well, exactly. I mean, there's a female P Regis right now. She looks like she might be a little bit well behaved. You know what? Shall we have a go? Shall we have a go, Gav?
Oh,
Let's have a go because I actually wasn't sure whether to go for it with Criticam because obviously these are jumping spiders, you know. So you know, you just never know what's going to happen. But she looks like she is quite chilled. Well, she will be until I get Criticam out. You watch. I think it's time for Criticam, guys.
yeah.
I think
it is.
I think.
Criticam, Mitch is your macro man. Criticam, peeking into the unseen universe.
Right, so there you go, everybody who's new here. That is Criticam. And what that means we are going to try and have a closer look. Criticam, of course, if you're new here, is the old macro lens. I just need to set it up. The P Regis is sitting there very well. She's being very well behaved. And we're going to see if we can get a closer look. She's right there. We need a bit more light, of course. I've not got my light set up, so I hope she just sits there. She's been very well behaved. She's having a look at the lights. Blinded by the lights.
No.
Look at her little face. So this is one of my juvie females. She's been very well behaved. I was a little bit unsure how she was going to go. Get another,
She got gold glycerine under there.
Yeah, I think she has. Hello. There she is. Look. So, have either of you guys got these? Obviously, this is the. We'll just go with the regular kind of standard P Regius because you know there's so many Phidippus out there right now. It's absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I don't even know how many regional, locale variations there are out there right now.
There's new ones literally popping up every week at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, it's absolutely fantastic, isn't it? Really, it's great for us, obviously. But these are the standard P Regius. I've had P Regius for probably consistently now for about 6 years. Just bring in a little bit of fresh blood every now and again, and well, they're just like the bread and butter kind of species, aren't they? Really. They're absolutely fantastic. I mean, look at her little face. She's going to she's going to jump on the camera in a minute. I can feel it. We'll know when she's going to jump because she'll bring those two front legs out. Yeah, they kind of go like that, don't they? Just before they're about to jump. But she's very cute. So
my P Regius female laid her 7th egg sac this evening.
And that's one female laying. Yeah, they are. I mean, you're obviously looking after it very, very well, which I expect no less. But they do, don't they? They live. I mean, these females live for absolutely ages.
Yeah.
And they get to be a really big size as well if you feed them up really well. You know, the females. But yeah, 7 egg sacs. That's good going.
Yeah, I thought she'd come to like the end of her life, shall we say. She'd living more at the bottom of her enclosure and things, but sure enough, she's built a web and laid a huge egg sac this evening.
Wow. Congratulations. I mean, that's obviously testament to your husbandry, obviously, because not everybody. I mean, obviously, you're going to get some variation through in different individuals. You're going to you could have like 3 or 4 females, keep them all at exactly the same conditions. You might get one laying 1 egg sac, the other's laying 2 egg sacs, another one laying 4. You know what I mean? It really does vary, doesn't it? So.
Oh yeah, definitely. This Charlotte and I talk about this kind of thing all the time. You think you've nailed everything and you'll keep 2 the same, and it's completely different every single time.
Yeah. They like to.
Yeah, they do.
So Charlotte, what jumping spiders have you got at the moment? What species have you got currently in the mix?
Currently, I've got the blue mountain.
We're really struggling.
Yeah,
so,
my internet is terrible.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We can't hear you. I think I picked up Blue Mountain.
Yeah. Tell you.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. who you could. I know we might have to do this the old-fashioned way, Charlotte, and you might have to type in a few keywords just to fill us in on a few bits and pieces.
Yeah,
Because I don't think it's going to work. But feel free to hang around. Don't feel like you've got to go. Obviously, we just can't hear you. I'm afraid. So. Does anybody know what she's saying? Anyway, look at this beauty. Okay. I'll tell you what we'll do. I think Charlotte's disappeared. Which is a real shame.
I think she said she's going to pop into the comments.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll keep her in the loop, obviously. So anyway, Claire, let's go with you. What species of jumping spiders have you got going at the moment?
Quite a few. Quite a few. So ones that I've recently paired, I've got Bahamas. My female laid an egg sac, and I was so chuffed because I had to hunt down a male for her because they're like gold dust at the moment.
Wow, really are.
But she laid an infertile clutch and got about 10 days in and then ate it, a whole lot. I was like, no.
Oh my goodness.
I
really hate that.
I've repaired her and I'm watching her like a hawk. because I'll be kicking her right off those eggs as soon as she lays them.
Absolutely.
I've got that's P. regis Bahamas. Then I've got P. regis Apalachicola, which has got to be like my favourite locale ever.
Wow.
They're really big as well. I love the size of them because they're just really big. That's probably they're my third pair, but first time breeding them. So I'm waiting on an egg sac from her. And the males are absolutely stunning. They've got the blue Pelisserae. Then I've got P. regis Everglades. I've got one pair that I've paired already. The other one, the male has just matured. And then I've got normal P. regis. And like I said, my female's just laid her 7th clutch. Wow. Anybody that's come into the comments that are from like my Insta and stuff, most of them have got babies from this pairing because she's just given me the most stunning little P. regis babies. They're really, really cute. Yeah.
Fantastic.
I've got, is that it for the P. regis? Then I've got, up there I've got Blue Mountains. We're supposed to call them Blue Mountains, aren't we?
Yeah.
P. regis Blue Mountains. Then I've got a pair of Floridas and what else have I got? Floridas. Oh, I've kept some of my regises back. One of them I've called Hannibal because every time I checked on it, it was eating a sibling. And then the other one I've called Ducky because despite the fact I thought it was really cute, and it being on my list of available, nobody wanted it from Clutch 1, like for months and months. That's the one that everybody avoided. And then it molted out to be gorgeous, so it's Ducky as in the ugly duckling.
Ah.
And then I've got some other Phidippus. I've got Amipetes, Bidendatus, and Corneus. And then I've got Audax Briantis and
wow, blimey. It's got loads. It's got absolutely loads, man. It's got absolutely loads. Fantastic. That is amazing. Nice one, Claire. That's absolutely fantastic. I am definitely going to be coming and doing some shopping with you when you've got your sorted out. Speaking of shopping, we've got a couple of requests. We've got I did know that Aromatic Beast, I think, also asked, or was it somebody else? Can't remember. But we've got Francis asking, where can we see what you've got available and where can we order from Claire and Charlotte? So So take it away, Claire. What have you got a website, or is it just all on through Facebook? Or I know you've got a website.
Charlotte's just put in the comments that she's got the Blue Regis Mountains, she's got Florida's, she's got Hyllus diardis and Audax Texanus Bindartias.
Wow, beautiful. I love those Texanus.
Yeah, the males, when the transformation in the males always is amazing.
Amazing, really are. I'm actually might be getting some Texanus at some point soon. I'm hoping. I'm kind of keeping it under my hat though.
I've got 3 juveniles, but Texanus are one of those ones where you really can't tell the sex till quite later on when the male, sometimes like sub maybe. But, yeah, you'll suddenly go from this little brown thing to this stunning black and red male. So
yeah,
that's really cool. As far as buying stuff goes, Charlotte and I we've never really advertised as such. They're just as soon as you've got availables, people have already messaged you waiting, or there's no list though, no list.
No, no list.
No list.
I guess you guys are just like posting pictures of what you've got and your breeding projects and stuff on your pages and your Instagram and in and around the groups on Facebook, and then people just message you, right? And then
exactly.
They just want to know. They're just finding out she's looking like she's getting ready to take off soon.
She does, yeah.
She's really starting to. I think it's the light warming her up.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna put her away. I think in a minute because she's gonna take off in a sec. Oops. So you can see how she's. Lifting her front legs up. And she's doing that to just get an idea as to.
She's got stunning chelicerae. They are so pretty.
She really is. Sorry, I'm struggling to. She's moving around so much, guys. I'm struggling to keep up with her in terms of the focus. It's almost impossible when they start moving around. This is actually what I thought she was going to be doing. That's why I wanted to take the opportunity to get the camera out while she was quite stationary. But the light is kind of warming her up a little bit. I'm going to see if I can get her to. You see how she's just feeling around the air around her. She's kind of just mapping out the area in her immediate vicinity because she's checking out what she can and can't do. Look at the colour.
Does she have a name?
She doesn't have a name, I'm afraid. I know this is going to sound really bad, but I'll be honest. I have so many individuals here, like literally thousands and thousands of individuals. I just don't name anything anymore. I know that's really bad and impersonal, but it just doesn't happen. So, Sarah, feel free to name her if you wish.
Well, I was going to say, shall we just run an hashtag in?
Let's just do an hashtag. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do a little giveaway, shall we? We'll do a little giveaway. I actually had a hatch of P. Regis from my last female a few weeks ago, and I'm just letting them molt a couple more times before I sell them on because I don't like to sell anything on while they're too small. But I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give away one. We'll name this girl. We'll do a hashtag, dude.
Yeah.
And then we'll run a randomizer, and then the winner only gets to name her, but they get a P. Regis free when they're ready.
Yep.
Not say fairer than that.
Nope.
I'll let you on. She's gone. She's done exactly what I told you she was going to do. She's gone. She's just jumped down the side. She's come back now. I think what I'm going to do is, because she's getting a little bit, look at her little face though, I just can't stop looking at her. Look how red her chelicerae are. They are absolutely unbelievable, aren't they?
One of the reasons I think they took off was to do with that Disney short. I think it was a Disney short. It might have been a Disney movie with Lucas, the jumping spider.
Oh yeah. Because Lucas is like a worldwide phenomenon on YouTube, isn't he?
Yeah.
Is she? I can't remember. Anyway, she's she's definitely wanting to move around. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold Criticam right there because she's starting to get a little bit. I mean, to be fair, she's being as good as gold because she's not. She's not running away. So, oops. Okay, guys. Okay, Gab's dropped a hashtag in the comments. It's hashtag name that darling. And what we're going to do is we'll if you guys all if you guys put hashtag name that darling in the chat. I need to do the randomizer at some point. I don't know if you got access to that randomizer, Gav. Can you do the? I'll just leave it with you then. Can you all right to set that up?
Yeah.
Anyway, there she goes. She's in. So she's in. There you go. I've set her up in a. So I've set her up in one of my Unseen Universe mini small front opening door vivariums. This is one of the older styles that I've got. These are the front opening doors. So pretty straightforward. Obviously, if you guys, the one thing you have to think about when you're rehousing your jumping spider, and as I'm sure many people in the chat already know about this, but for those who have never kept a jumping spider before, they do tend to have a habit, or well, they do generally form a hammock, a web hammock, and it's usually in the top of the enclosure. And this is why a lot of people really love the smoothie or the slushy kind of cups because you open the lid. You don't open the lid at the top. You open the lid about 3/4 of the way up, and they generally will have the create the hammock which is where they hide out and where they molt. And basically, they'll keep this hammock, and they don't take the hammock down and rebuild it. They tend to just keep adding to the hammock over time. So they just reinforce it and they just keep it. And then obviously, if you've got a lid at the top and you pull that lid off, more often than not, you're going to tear that hammock every single time that you open that lid to feed. So that's why these smoothie cups are quite good, because you can open the lid about 3/4 of the way up, and you don't rip the hammock, which is usually being built around the top. So that's why we have, if you're going to go for like a forever home or go for something a little bit nicer, an acrylic front opening door set up like this is actually really good for them, because they'll either build their hammock like in the corner of one of the upper echelons of like the leaf or the branch or something, or they'll build it right in the top of the lid, the roof, so to speak. So obviously, if you've got the front opening door, you're not going to be tearing their home every single time, and that's pretty standard, isn't it, Claire?
Yeah.
For me, it is anyway. What do you tend to keep yours in? I did notice a load of like sweet jars and things like that you keep. I guess for the same principle, because they'll generally make their hammock at the top, and you've obviously got a screw open door, which is kind of like shooting off at a 45-degree angle, but is lower. It's at a lower level than the actual lid, so to speak. So. Charlotte's Web says, unless they build it on the door, like a couple of them.
Which they do. They do that.
I've said everything I've just said. I stand by, but you can't legislate for spiders that just want to be renegades and go against the grain and completely mess your whole thought process up with your whole philosophy behind making enclosures for your jumping spiders. So anyway, Claire's got an example of the kind of enclosure that she's using. We've got like an orb type thing going on right here. That's pretty cool.
There's a little dude down the bottom.
A little dude down the bottom. So I see what you've done there. You've so that's like an upside down sweet jar, right? So yeah.
And then I've got vent in the back.
Yeah.
And
That's
both the sides.
Yeah.
These are, what are these? These are 3.8 litres, I think they are.
Yeah. They're a nice size. Have you?
They are a nice size.
Have you made that then, Claire, or did you buy?
I've made all of them, and then I do them like my nursery jars. So the ones that where I'm expecting them to lay, I'll have them that way, just because I find it easier for collecting babies and things. But I also do them this way when I'm doing it bioactive.
Okay, cool. I like that.
They're really versatile, and then like the little baby ones, I have like a big vent in the back and a little vent in the top. I prefer these over the smoothie cups because I have a tendency when I'm in a rush just to crush them.
Yeah, I know. I hear you, man. I hear you. I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, I'm a little bit like that sometimes. The deli pots or the smoothie cups, you have to the smoothie cups, especially because they are very, very thin, aren't they? The plastic is really really thin. So
I do use the smoothie cups for some things. I've got a little dummy cola, Stegodophus dummy cola communal. And so I've got like a little setup for them in there, and they all like living in the top here.
Yeah.
And there.
Yeah.
And I send this setup out with every spider that someone gets from me.
Oh right, okay. So that's like an additional little freebie that you send out with the spider, is it? Oh, I'm cracking it. That's great service. That is, man. Really.
So I send out the smoothie cup with a little bag of Eco Earth, a little decoration, and then a spray bottle and some little tweezers. I just send that with any sling that I send out because I like to know that some people will have ordered an enclosure and it might not have turned up yet, and I just want to know that. Also, when you're sending them out, even though I won't send them under 5th Instar, it's quite a big jump going from like the little sling vial to some of the enclosures that people set up.
Yeah, exactly.
So I always suggest that they put them in the smoothie cup for at least a molt. Keep an eye on them, make sure they're hunting okay in that space, and if they're doing all right, then move them up to.
I tend to. Oh, I don't know. I've got. Yeah. So obviously you have your standard kind of sling pots. I mean, these are perfect. These are perfect, really, aren't they? For there you go.
Ooh.
So they're kind of perfect, really, for that first couple of instar sort of stages, 2 or 3 molts. They're more than happy in those sort of setups. And then I'll tend to for the ones that I'm keeping, because usually they'll stay in those pots until I sell them. Which, like you said, it doesn't take long, does it? Because you can sell jumping spiders in your sleep a little bit, really. So but then I'll either move them into a 32 ounce like a 60 deli pot, or I'll put them into a smoothie sort of cup. I think either are pretty good. So
I mean, if it doesn't make sense to take them out of the vial if they're feeding well and molting well, to move them into a smoothie cup, to then take them back out of the smoothie cup and put them back in a vial and then send them. So
exactly. I would never do that unless I was. It's only the ones I'm keeping for myself that I'll slowly move up through the larger sort of pots sort of thing, which is pretty much the same for anything that I've got. Whether it's mantis, scorpions, or whatever. I'll only move up. Obviously, if I've still got hold of things and they need to be upgraded before if I've not managed to sell them, then obviously I'll upgrade them. But I do tend to try and keep them in the smaller sling pots as long as possible, really. Yeah. So Dawn's got a question for Claire. What would be the best species of jumping spider to start with? fantastic question, because I do know, even though there's quite a few people in here who are obviously keeping jumping spiders, novices right through to more experienced, but there's also a lot of people in here who actually I've been noticing them in the chat talking about maybe thinking about getting a jumping spider and trying to find out, you know, where you guys what they can buy from you and things like that. So so it's actually a really good question. So what do you say, Claire? What do you think?
Well, it's got to be just the Regis, really. Any of the Regis.
It's got to be the Regis.
Yeah, it's got to be, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
You know, the diardis and things like that, they need a bit more extra everything. So that I wouldn't necessarily say they're a beginner. And they're quite big and they're very fast. But the Regis, you can't go wrong with the Regis. And I think one of the number one gripes that I've got is that people will buy a sling from me, and I'll say, right, this is what food they're on. I'll give them a link to their food, and I'll say, you know, what do you keep other inverts? What temperature room will it be living in? During the winter, I suggest everybody has a heat mat and a thermostat, etc. And people were like, yeah, got it sorted. I've got other spiders or whatever. And then I'll get messages weeks down the line. What temperature am I supposed to keep these at? And I'm you've had the spider a while now.
Yeah. That is really concerning. I get that a lot. You know, honestly, it's like people will buy a mantis from me or anything else, and then like a week later they'll be like, "So what am I feeding this? What am I feeding it?" It's like, really? Like, you know?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Sometimes I just want to say, you know what? Just send it back to me, and I'll just give you the money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how you feel sometimes, isn't it? When people are just so irresponsible, they just ain't got a clue what they're doing.
I've never taken on anything that I haven't researched and looked at a million pictures of and got a basic idea. You know, temperature and food are kind of basics.
Yeah. So we're going for P. Regis. That's the one that I always recommend. This is the reason why I've had P. Regis now consistently for many years. Just because, like, even if I'm not really doing jumping spiders, you know, and I'm not bothered about, and I'm going through a phase where I'm not really bothered about getting loads of new species in and stuff, I'll generally always have P. Regis just because they cater for everybody, really, you know. Even like, you know, they're great for beginners. Their husbandry is relatively straightforward, you know, and I think even like experienced keepers like them too, you know. Everyone likes to have a P. Regis in their collection just because we probably all started with a P. Regis back in the day, and like it's just, you know, it's like giant Asians with mantis. You know, I'll always have them because everybody loves them, and I still love them even after all these decades of keeping mantis. Giant Asians are still like one of my favorites just because, you know, they're so interactive, they're so inquisitive, and I think P. Regis are exactly the same. You know, they're really robust. And well, you saw with her tonight, that female that I just had out, she was lovely. She just sat there and she just mapped out what was going on around her and didn't make too much of a fuss. So it was absolutely fantastic.
It's the faces. You just can't look at their faces and not just be like, ah.
Lovely faces. I've actually just realised that this male is actually eating the fly that I put in there. I fed them both about 4 hours ago. It looks like the male is literally only just decided to have a munch. So I think it's a perfect opportunity to get a critter cam out and have a look, see what we can see, because he's having a right old munch.
The other thing you've got to love about the Regis is, especially just the straight, like, run-of-the-mill P. Regis, is you just don't know what colour you're going to get with the babies.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Charlotte and I have had a right mixed bag, like some unidentified, we've been calling them, because undefined, if you like, because they'll have like green chelicerae, but the palest abdomen, and you're like, okay, it's got the body of a female and the chelicerae of a male, and you're waiting on the waiting for it to molt out, and we're all trying to guess who's got what.
There is a really wide variation, isn't there, in colour moths as nymphs. So we can't quite see because the fly is so big. This is the other thing that I was going to mention about jumping spiders in general. Unlike most other spiders, jumping spiders are one of the only family of spiders, the Salticidae, that will tackle prey either equal in size or larger than themselves. You know, especially true spiders. Most true spiders will only tackle prey, you know, like 20-30% its own size, let alone the actual size of themselves. Whereas jumping spiders, man, they are, you know, all that cuteness, all that fluffiness, all that absolute, you know, heart-melting kind of feelings that we have for them. They are actually hardcore predators at heart, and because they'll just tackle such large prey. I mean, look at the size of this blue bottle. This blue bottle's almost as big as this spider, and they will have no qualms in tackling this kind of size prey.
Because it makes me chuckle every time I give mine a large mealworm, and they like ride it around like a bucking bronco.
Yeah. So we're not going to get too much of much more of a view on this, because obviously I don't want to disturb him. I'm not going to disturb him while he's eating. So, but we can just see his eyes. He's having a nice little meal, or big meal, I should say. I'm just going to try and
want to get in
just a little bit.
It's not working.
Are you having trouble, Gav? Are you trying to do the?
Yeah, well, I put it in, and then it said there were only 15 people, and I knew that there were more than 15 people, so I redid it, and then it told me there were only 7.
So what exactly are
now
you doing?
It's telling me there's only 1.
Yeah, you have to open the. All right, okay. Are people? Well, I don't know what to tell you then. Without doing it myself. So, did Charlotte chip in on anything else regarding the basic kind of basic jumping spider to start with? I should probably just agree with what we've said. I think saying the P.
Yeah, she did agree. She said she's had a run of white males, so a lot of her P. regius babies that she's been rehoming recently, they're almost pure white, like pure white Bahamas, but with green chelicerae, and then they're molting out later on, and they're absolutely stunning. And then I've had the opposite. I've had like jet black females that have molted to super light later on.
Yeah. Wow. Fantastic.
But that's the fun of keeping them, isn't it? I mean, you don't want to have them too small. I remember some of my first ever ones getting them and thinking, what am I supposed to do with this? You can't see its face. You can't, it's minuscule. You don't want to get them too small, but you also don't want to wait too long because you're losing the small amount of time you have with them anyway. They don't live that long. So you want to get them at a decent size, and then you've got the fun of watching them molt and literally changing so much in that time, like color wise and
exactly
size wise. And
I think I tend to let them molt at least 3 times before I even think about. Usually 4 times. I probably don't send mine out until they're at least young juveniles. To be honest, I tend to keep them just because I know that, well, you're just thinking about the health of the spider. You know, a lot of people. The thing is, because I just tend to sell stuff on the website. I don't know. I have no control over who's buying what. I can't vet every customer. So you have to just trust that the people buying are responsible keepers and that they know, they've done their homework. And I think because I can't control who buys what, all I can do is control what I put out there for people to buy. You know what I mean? So I just give everybody. So if there's somebody who buys a jumping spider off my website as like an impulse buy, and they've never had a jumping spider, at least if I don't sell them something that's too small, at least they've got a good chance of making a few like errors in like husbandry, and they'll still get away with it. Whereas if I sold a complete novice, like a second or third instar jumping spider that's only a couple of millimeters in size, and they don't really know any better, and they give it a spray, it drowns and it's dead.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's one of those, because that's one of the most I think that's one of the worst things, isn't it? For one of the worst things people can do is over spray, especially when they're really, really small.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've got a website and I set it all up with the shop and everything initially, but like you're saying, I want to vet everybody that takes them, and I want to keep an eye on the weather, and I want to do certain posting days. I don't want just random people buying on random days at random times.
Yeah.
So yeah. I'd rather be able to ask how much experience they've had and things like that. Yeah, and Charlotte is exactly the same. She likes to know who's buying her little ones, and she's just said that she loves how personal it is on Facebook because you get updates too. That is so true. The amount of people I've got sending me pictures daily because one of their slings have molted, or just because it's cute. And I love that. I love that part of it.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. That's cool.
Ready, Mitch? If you
are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you just going to run it then? So so has everyone done it? We're doing is that the hashtag, the Regals, the Regals?
The Regal lass. Come on.
Is that what we're going with? Is it?
Yeah.
Is that how many people have we got in there so far?
We got 18.
Right, guys, there's 32 people watching this stream so far. 32, Gab, that's got to be a bit of a record, I reckon. 32 people watching. We have got a giveaway. We are naming this jumping spider the female, and now we're going to name the male as well. We do. Shall we get them to name the male and the female?
Yeah, might as well just do it with same.
We're gonna let you name the male and the female, and what I'm gonna do is so you need to write in the comments hashtag the Regal lass. That's what we're going with, the Regal lass. If you put the hashtag in there, there's still a little bit more time. We'll just give them a little bit more time, Gav. I've just seen another entry drop in. So listen, guys, there's 34 people in the chat in the watching the stream. If you are able to type into the chat, all you need to do to be in the competition is hashtag the Regal lass. You will get to name the male and the female of these two pairs. This pair that I'm rehousing right now, the male of which you are looking at. You get to name that pair, but also you get to win a little jumping spider, a Regal jumping spider, one of my own from my own breeding. They are currently, I think they are second instar, so they're not going to be ready for a few weeks. Like I was just speaking to Claire, I don't tend to let mine go until they've grown up a little bit more. But as soon as they're grown up and they're old enough to go, you will win one of those. So we've got 24 people entered now into the giveaway. So there you go. You will not only get bragging rights of naming this pair of P Regals, which is going to be part of my next generation. You will also win that P Regis jumping spider when they are ready to go. So there you go. You've got a couple. We'll just give it another 30 seconds, and then Gav's going to do the draw. The Regal last. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, this male is loving his meal. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave him till later, till he's finished his meal. I don't want to disturb him. I'll rehouse him later. So, and speaking of, managed to get spelled the Regal.
It's all right. If she writes it again with the right spelling, it'll only do it once anyway.
Yeah,
it only takes one.
Yeah, it'll only do it once, guys. It only takes one entry, so you can only yeah. Aromatic Beast says Gav is the new Bruce Forsyth. He's obviously not seen.
He hasn't been and seen it, has he?
He obviously hasn't seen Play Your Cards Right yet. Listen, Aromatic Beast, wait till you see Play Your Cards Right, my friend. You'll know who Brucey is then. But yeah, Gav can be Brucey for one night only. Gav can be Brucey. But yeah, go back in my streams. I've got a playlist, which is the Let's Play Your Cards Right. So if you're new to the channel and you want to have a look at a little bit of a laugh, it's Play Your Cards Right. I try to do them every month, but it's actually due, isn't it, Gav?
It is. Well, it's overdue, I think.
Today. I've still got some prizes to give out, though. Claire knows. She's waiting patiently for I haven't forgotten, Claire, I promise.
Right.
Anyway, Gav, let's do this. Let's do this giveaway, man. Right, we're going to run it. Hit it, Gav. Let's do this, my friends. Here we go, guys. Who's it going to be? Oh, my goodness. I thought it was going to be you then, Gav.
I forgot that. I typed it in on her.
There you go, Ian Tarantula. There you go, buddy. And I think I actually saw in the chat earlier. I'm sure I spotted Ian was saying that he's never had a jumping spider and he was thinking about getting one. So I think that's it. So now I'm setting Ian up with a jumping spider for his first time ever, and I'm also setting him up with a mantis for the first time ever, which is what we talked about the other week. So so there you go, Ian. We're gonna have to do. I think what we should do is later on, I think we should get Ian on and do like a beginner course on jumping spiders and mantis, and just do a stream with Ian on, talking him through all the basics of what he needs to be doing for.
Yeah, right from getting it out of the box.
Yeah, right from getting it out of the box. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah,
so,
good idea.
So there you go. Congratulations, Ian, my friend. You get to pick the name for the male and the female Regis here, and also you also win that jumping spider. And no doubt you're going to need an enclosure to go with it, which you can pay for. No, I'm not made of money, man. I'm not giving everything away all the time. I've still got stuff. I still owe Jeremy a £35 mystery box. I still owe Claire a mystery sling and I think a £10 gift card. I think, and she's saying yes, it is. Yes, I've been waiting about 8 weeks for this, dude. But she's too polite to keep hassling me.
I've not long had my Christmas prize.
You should send Claire one of those Koshianas.
Oh my goodness! Right,
it's only a dwarf species, so you'd be all right with it.
So and also I still owe Peter Laws. I still owe Peter a £25 mystery card gift card from Play Your Cards Right. Oh, you know what? I've just put that. I just moved that spider, and the male started walking around with his fly now. But anyway, we're going to leave him alone because he's having his meal. I'm not going to rehouse this male just yet because for obvious reasons. He's having his meal. I'm going to leave him alone. I'm going to put him over here. Shall we rehouse some of these carolinensis? Anyway, there you go. Congratulations to Ian. You have just won. So there you go, my friend. You don't have to come up with a name right now, but it'd be kind of fun if you can come up with a name. for that male and female before the end of the stream, dude, and we'll write that down, and I'll put a little sticker on their little house and everything. So there you go. And you've also won that sling, that jumping spider sling when it's ready. It's probably not going to be ready for at least 2 to 4 weeks yet. I'm not sure. Need to check on them and find out whereabouts they are. So anyway, for now I am going to rehouse the. What is that noise?
Gremlins?
Anyway, thanks for doing that, Gav. Spot on, mate. Nice one.
Nice
one. There you go. So that was actually a bit of a bit of off the cuff sort of thing, that was, because I wasn't actually planning on doing any more giveaways until I've given away all the stuff that I still own.
To be fair, you did say that the other day. I
did say that the other day, because the reason why is because I'm really desperate to do the play your cards right again, because it's been over a month now, and I'm just worried about like having more stuff to give away, you know. So I feel like I need to give away the stuff I owe first, and then we'll play your cards right. But I'm desperate to play again. It's so much fun. I just wish I was absolutely loaded so I could just give away absolutely loads of stuff all the time. You know, that would be such good fun. I'll tell you what I am looking forward to. Go on, Gav, you going to say something?
Oh, yeah, I was about to say, if everybody starts buying from you, and then you'll give them freebies.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
There you go. Oh, I think we've missed Greg. Greg's gone. Good night, Greg. Thank you so much, Greg. My friend. Take care, buddy. Right, so let's put Big Fish on the go. I'm gonna just Gav, there's some feedback coming from somewhere, and I don't know where, man. You know what, Dawn? I have actually been thinking about other game shows as well. I have got a couple of ideas for a couple of other things. So watch this space. But I just have so much fun doing play your cards right. It's great. I actually there are you what, dude?
It's Claire.
Must be.
Have you got some interference going on?
Mute it. It's gone.
There you go. Cool. Thanks, man.
And then I put it back. No, it won't gone. Comes back now.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. Right, guys, I'm gonna crack on and rehouse these carolinensis. How do I say it? I've forgotten how I'm supposed to say it.
We call them carols.
Carols. I think it's carolinensis. It's carolinensis or something like that.
Carolinensis?
Carolinensis or something like that, isn't it?
I think we should just go with carols.
Carols.
Let's go with carols. And these are, yeah. So these are
Charlotte and Paris were after them.
Yeah, I know.
Paris is saying you snatched them all.
Do you know what? I swooped in and I had no. I actually wanted. I was going to get more. I think I've got. How many have I got? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 11, I think. And actually, there were more. I dilly-dallied a little bit for a couple of days. Just because, remember I was telling you, Claire, earlier on that there was some hoo-ha going on behind the scenes about this person I was getting them from. And I was just trying to do a little bit of, I wanted to make sure everything was going to be all right. So I dilly-dallied a little bit. And then when I got back, it was like, oh, there's only 11 left now. It's like, right, I'm just going to have them, because it started off, they were like about 16 and I wanted them all. And then it was like, I spoke to him the next day and it was like, oh, there's only 14 left. Oh, all right, okay. The next day, it was like, there's only 11 left. It's like, right, I'm just going to have these. Just they're mine. I'm going to pay you now, because otherwise, you know, there's going to be none left. And that's why I kind of almost missed out on the Bahamas as well. I've only got 4. So we'll see.
The Bahamas came and went really quickly. Bahamas have been the go-to spider this year. Everybody has wanted a Bahamas.
Yeah.
And I remember a point when Peter couldn't get rid of them.
Yeah, last year they were everywhere. There were so many last year. But it's because everybody wants a white one. But you don't get a whole clutch of white ones. So
no. Right, I just need to get my brush. I forgot to get my little brush. Here we go. So there we go. So these are actually all quite a nice size, to be honest. They're
That's definitely got to be a picture there on it. The spider snatcher. That's one for Kaylee.
There you go, Kaylee. There's one for you. I'm now the spider snatcher. I didn't show you the little animation she did with the Hogner in the beard, did I?
No.
I forgot to
Hogner in the beard, Hogner in the beard. We all know Mitch loves Hogner in the beard.
I sang a little song, Claire and everybody else. I sang a little song about Hogner in the beard, and I sent it to Kaylee, and I said, "Do you want to do something with this?" And she came up with a little animation, exactly 10 seconds long, to go with the Hogner in the beard that I sang. Now I just need to overlay it, and I'll play it. I'll play it on Saturday. I'll sort it out, and I'll play it for you on Saturday. It's a cool animation. So anyway, look at these. These are a good size, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I'm actually really happy about these. Obviously, they're all unsexed at the moment because I haven't really had a proper look at them. But yeah, all I did was so far all I've done is just rehouse them into cleaner pots. Because to be honest, they were a little bit disgusting when they first came to me. But you know. Forgotten my tweezers. Have you had this species before, Claire? And Charlotte, have you had this species before? So
Bahamas, yeah. My Bahamas female ate her egg sac, but I'm waiting for her to lay another one.
No, I mean these pea carols.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about Bahamas.
Sorry.
Carolinensis. No, I haven't had those ones.
Yeah, I've not had these before either. That's why I jumped at the chance when I saw that he'd got them. So there you go. These are a lovely size. So it's just a basic setup. Like I was speaking earlier, because I'm keeping all these, I'm happy to put them in something a little bit more permanent. I haven't had time to mesh up the top yet. That's why I've just got the plunger, the sponge. But the sponge is perfectly breathable. So yeah, there you go. Checking out his new house. So I've just done a basic setup, bit of substrate, bit of birch wood, and a little dinky flower. That'll do. It's pretty basic. It's pretty box standard, but I think that is perfectly fine for these at this stage. I've got a feeling these might be a little bit too lively. I will, if there's one that's particularly chill, I will try and get the critter cam out at some point, but I might save it for the adults. I'm hoping to get some nice footage of the adults. So you've listed a whole bunch of species that you're keeping, Claire. What's like your little baby right now? You know, the one that you're kind of watching daily, the one that you can't take your eyes off. You know, the one that you're like thinking, "Oh my God, I really hope that I nail it with these guys." You know, I know you feel like that about everything, but you know, you've always got some stuff that you're just watching that little bit closer than everything else, aren't you? You know.
Yeah, that will be my Amipetes, I think. Phidippus Amipetes. Charlotte had a male, and I posted a picture of my female online, and so she sent him over, and she did lay an egg sac, but it was infertile. It kind of like slid down the enclosure, and I was gutted. So I've paired them again, but if the Bidendatus and the Amipetes, they've got like, it's so metallic. The markings on them are really, really metallic. The males are like jet black with like a silver metallic marking down the back. And the females go from like this pearlescent green metallic to like a brown, and green calicerae, and they're just something a bit different, and they're just not around very often.
Yeah, they sound absolutely stunning. They do.
They are something else. And I had the female I bought as a tiny little sling, and I just got the one because I could only get the one at the time. I never thought I'd have a chance breeding her at all. So when Charlotte said she had just the one male, it was like brilliant. So yeah, we're both watching them.
Yeah, fantastic.
But my favourite, as I said earlier, is the P. regis apalachicolas, and I'm watching her like a hawk because I'm desperate for her to give me babies.
Yeah. I don't think I know what they look like, to be honest. I'm not sure I know that. I know what they are.
They are, so the males are very similar to Bahamas. So they're black with the little white earmuffs. And the females, they're just really big. Like they're just really a big Regis, really.
Yeah.
They're very much like your typical P. regis looking, but they're just, because they're that bit bigger and their face is that bit bigger. It's not a huge difference, but it is a noticeable difference. There's just something about them, and they seem a bit slower and a bit more inquisitive. I might be wrong, but I've had 3 pairs now, and they've just all been like that. It's just one of my favourites. I know Charlotte's got some as well. I think Charlotte has got babies.
Wow.
I think she might have slings, cola slings.
So, this is one of the pea carols. Look at the markings already on the back.
Oh, that's really pretty.
This one's a little bit lively. I'm not entirely sure how much we're going to get to look at, but can't quite see. The light's not great, but we'll get what we can out of it. Look at the absolutely stunning patterning on the abdomen.
They look very much like the Carneus with the patterns on the back like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you see the chocolate?
Yeah.
Because Jeremy said he's got a male omatet, if you need. It's a younger male.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
yeah.
you go. There you go. Perfect. Wow, fantastic. At least it's got some absolutely gorgeous colouring on its leg. Look at the yellow.
Yeah, it looks like a little tiger on its head. It's really pretty.
Beautiful. Look at it. Absolutely beautiful. I think this. Wow.
Oh, that's right. Charlotte's got Blue Mountain slings, not the cola slings.
Look at his little face. Look at this. Look at the punk hair, man. I love it. I mean, this is why everyone loves jumping spiders right there. Just look at that face. That is just unbelievable. Oh my goodness. He's been so well behaved. Look at the face. Oh my god.
It's going to jump.
I'm going to melt. There's actually a little fly buzzing around right in front of the camera. It wouldn't surprise me if it just look. I think that's what it's watching. There's a tiny fly.
It is, isn't it?
There's a tiny fly buzzing around somewhere, and I think it's watching it. It's absolutely perfect.
It's like a cat with a laser pen. They're
really
so funny.
It really is. Look at its hair. Oh my god. This is one of the reasons why I jumped at a chance to get this species, because when I was looking at the pictures, especially the male's got like some serious eyebrows. It's absolutely stunning. And the female's got this like really spiked up kind of hair at the front.
Eyelashes, yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. So we're looking at the so those anterior medial eyes, are obviously the front ones, which is where the visual acuity is. But I mean, it's just absolutely stunning, isn't it? And this is only a juvie, so I've actually got an adult pair to rehouse soon. So I'm hoping. I just took a punt at getting the camera out with these ones because I wasn't actually sure whether or not these little ones were going to hang around. But this one's just treating us to some absolutely amazing footage right here. I could get better light on the job just to really like bring out those colours, but I feel like if I mess with it too much, it might not be happy. But the palps are just like you could run a whole street, electricity off the movement of those palps.
They just look so happy, don't they?
They really do. I can't believe it's just sitting there. I was gonna do that. But I'm not sure the camera's too close in. And once it jumps onto my hand, it'll just go exploring. Then I feel like it won't sit still like this. So I was going to put my hand in front of it, but like I say, I think once it does that, it'll just go. It's going to go now. It's going to go in a minute. Right, I'm gonna put this little one away. But we've been really, I think we've been really treated to. It's like somebody's just said. I think Paris has just said he's never known a Carol stay for so long, and almost on cue.
Did you see the metallic stripe down the side of it? Really pretty.
Start talking about that, but then I just got the impression it was just going to start moving around a little bit more. So there we go. Woo! I'll tell you what, guys, that was absolutely fantastic. I'm really, really chuffed. Got some really nice footage right there. I'm tempted to look at another one as well in a minute, just to see if there's much difference between them. I'm just going to encourage this one back into enclosure. Come on. Oh dear, you all right?
Sorry.
Up you go, into your new home. There you go. Done. Well, absolutely fantastic. I'm chuffed about that. I really wasn't sure if we'd get footage of these juvies. Brilliant.
I think that needs to go in intro, though.
Intro? What's that? What are you on about? What's going on?
That footage, then?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was pretty cool, man. Right, we'll just rehouse a few more, and then so these enclosures are pretty overkill, really. I mean, it just depends. It just depends. I mean, these are quite active, so I mean, it will explore all of the enclosure. So I think, I mean, there's a lot of debate, isn't there, about putting small slings or small individuals into larger enclosures, and I mean, I'm going to ask you what you think about that, Claire, but I think I know what you're going to say. But I'll ask you anyway, just because obviously there's a lot of people in the chat who haven't kept jumping spiders before. But I think the principle is probably the same. It's like a bit of a standard answer for most species, I think, about what do you think about putting a small sling into a large enclosure?
Sorry.
Oh dear.
I don't. It works. Sometimes it works absolutely fine. Some people do that. They get the big fancy enclosures and they're really keen to lose their tiny little sling in the back of it somewhere. But 9 times out of 10, I think you'll find yourself having to dig the spider back out and put it in a smaller enclosure. Because when, like I said earlier, when they come out those tiny vials and then you're putting them in a 30 by 30 enclosure, they need to be able to hunt their food. They need to acclimatize to the change. You go from like a vented enclosure, from the little smoothie cups to a vented enclosure and things. There's temperature changes and things. Just like with anything, it's common sense really, just in stages, you know.
Yeah, it's a pretty standard response, isn't it, to any like experienced keeper or breeder? You know, it's you know, I get asked all the time about one of the most common questions I get asked is, you know, for all invert spiders, whether it's spiders or scorpions or mantis, you know, it's what size enclosure do I need? You know, and it's kind of it's a very wide ranging question really, because obviously it all depends on the individual that you've got, but also it depends on what type of species you've got as well, you know, because some species will actively go and look for food, whereas others will just, you know, they won't really move around that much. And these are the things you've got to take into consideration, isn't it, when you're thinking about upgrading them into something a little bit bigger. I'm always a little bit horrified when people send me a photo of a nymph that's about 2 centimeter big, and they've got it in like a 30 by 45 Exoterra, and they say, "Is this all right?" I just think, oh my God, where do I start? You know?
Yeah.
So, you know, and it breaks my heart because I hate to have to tell people that, like, look, that's really not really very appropriate, you know. And my standard response usually when people talk about, you know, whether or not an enclosure is too big or what sort of size, you know, is that it's all kind of, it just depends really on how much decoration you want to put in there. You know, are you a minimalistic kind of person, or do you like to put absolutely loads of stuff in there? And you know, and also it's all about the feeding, isn't it? You know, it's all about whether or not your prey, your sling or mantis or whatever is going to see the prey item that you've put in there. I mean,
the amount of food you'd have to put into a 30 by 30 in order for a tiny little 5mm sling to find it.
I think you would basically have to keep an open fly culture in there.
Yeah.
You know, just to keep a constant stream of flies going in there. So,
piece of rotten apple at bottom.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you know, it's like I always say, putting a small individual in in what would appear at first glance to be an enclosure that's too large, in and of itself is not particularly a bad thing. It's mainly just whether or not that is going to see its prey, you know, and that's really the main issue for me anyway. So there you go. Vanessa's done a little bit of readout right there. Start with smaller enclosure and work up. There you go. Yeah, I agree. Start small and just you know, and also, you know, I mean, where's the fun in starting big? You know, and just putting a
the
small...
other thing is as well that it's not just the color that varies with them, their size varies. I have had males that they're no bigger than a sling, mature for months and months, you know, they just don't get any bigger. Putting a spider that size into a huge enclosure.
Yeah.
But I guess the one thing when it comes to the spiders, especially with like the jumping spiders, is you can watch them you know if they're eating or not. You can judge by their abdomen size.
Yeah, that's true.
So, you know, if you notice that you're feeding it and it's not eating, then you know that you need to downsize its enclosure. Sometimes you can take them out of the sling vials and put them in the smoothie cup and find that you have to move it back to a vial.
Exactly.
Just for another molt and then try again.
Yeah. having a look at this male. It's still enjoying his fly. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move on to the adult pair.
But you're the same, Mitch. It's you get excited at the prospect of setting up a new enclosure.
Yeah, I mean, I absolutely. I mean, if yeah, anybody who's watched any of my streams knows that it's one of my favorite things of the hobby. You know, obviously animals come first; they are absolutely amazing. But you know, I would say a huge part of this hobby for most hobby enthusiasts is the setting up the enclosures, right? I mean, it's absolutely there's just so much fun, and this is what I was saying earlier. Where is the fun, in my opinion, in setting up a forever home for a small invert to grow into and just live its entire life in the same enclosure that it's been in since day one? I mean,
the upgrades are part of the journey, aren't they? That's
absolutely. You know, and that's part of the learning curve, isn't it? It's learning when you think an upgrade is ready. Is it too soon for an upgrade? Is it getting too late for an upgrade? And I really need to upgrade. I mean, for me, I'm always usually behind the curve. Because I've got so much stuff. I'm always kind of right. That really needs upgrading. I really need to rehouse that. You know, and that's kind of why I'm doing so many rehousings on the lives at the moment, just because I've got so many things that are in desperate need of rehousing. But you know, it's part of the fun, especially doing just little things like this. You know, I mean, it's a pretty standard setup, but there's so much joy to be had just from setting up. Yes, it's all fake. You know, it's a fake flower, it's a fake leaf, it's a fake vine. But, you know, there's just so much fun to be had making something like that. You know, and it allows you to just express yourself, a little bit of a creative outlet. But also, you know, you're sculpting enclosure based on what sort of behaviour you think your particular invert is gonna, you know, has. You know, does it prefer a hide? Does it prefer lots of like kind of horizontal shelf areas where they like to perch and, you know, hang out on? I mean, I know that's why I kind of created a bit of a leaf situation, but we can see it. But created kind of a hang on, because I know jumping spiders like to perch as well. They like to jump around, but they also like to have flat horizontal spaces. I think I can work out how to show you. There we go. So I've created that like kind of that leaf, which is just like a nice perch for it to hang out in, and it'll make a little, you know, potentially could make a little hammock inside that little crevice right there. So yeah, you know, it's just fun, isn't it? It's just a lot of fun to do these things. I've also done these. These are for the adult pair of carolinensis, or the pea carols, I should say. What we got there, Dawn? Check out Claire's Tumblr. I wonder who made that. Oh yeah, there we go. Don't worry, Dawn. Me and Claire got our heads together earlier, and we were talking about how we're gonna bring you into the fold. We're gonna get you up here and do some stuff and showcase some stuff. Because there's Dawn and all her skills, making all those all that stuff for Claire. You've got all sorts there, aren't you, Claire? You can feel free to show stuff if you want, but Claire's got all sorts of stuff that Dawn's done for her with her lovely logo all over it and everything. So that's our Spooky Dukes. Right. So again, I've just gone through a basic setup. These are the Unseen Universe new generation of arboreal double door. So they've got a nice top opening door right there. Look.
one at bestseller,
and also they've got the front opening door as well, which is obviously what we were talking about earlier. Is really nice for jumping spiders. So we've got the front opening door, top opening door. Just gives you an extra option. I'm not going to go too much into it with the whole shopping channel thing, but this is this is the small arboreal. I've actually got larger sizes. I've got small cubes. I've also got larger cubes. Look, there we go. They come in larger sizes right there, guys. Again, same style, front and top opening doors. So there you go. Right, let's have a look, because I really want to try and get some macro footage of this this male. So this is the male. So these are the tubs that they came in. Unfortunately, they're a little bit manky, but you know, that's just the way it goes. I've been wanting to upgrade these for quite some time. Where is he? He's in his little hammock. I'm gonna have to entice him out. I'm hoping to get him out, and I'm hoping he's just gonna hang out. What am I going to put him on? Put him on that lid. I'm hoping he's going to hang out on this lid and not be too annoyed that and there he goes. There he goes. So there he is. That is the male. And there he goes. Come on, man. Come on. Do me a favour. Do me a favour, sunshine. I'm hoping he's going to just relax. He's a little bit jumpy. I really, really want to get some macro footage of this guy, because honestly, he's absolutely stunning. His little face is out of this world. He's a little bit flighty. I'm going to get the camera out. I'm hoping he's going to play ball, guys. Let's see what happens, shall we? Yeah, he's done it. He's doing a runner. Come on, buddy. Oh my goodness. So I just put the light on. Honestly, his colours are out of this world. He's like an olive green almost. Look at that lid. So just bear with me, guys, because I am actually going to try and entice him onto this lid.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god. There's not a lot of light down there, so I don't want to disturb him too much. Oh my goodness. So this is the male. This is why I wanted these, because just wow.
They are some awesome pedipalps.
Look at that. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
I don't know what to say.
I need one.
Look at that face, guys. Oh my goodness. Look. Look, everybody, stop what you're doing and look at this spider. This is the adult male carolinensis. Carolinensis? Oh my god. Somebody has to tell me how to say this. Oh my goodness, look at his face. Look at his pedipalps, man.
I'm sliding.
They are absolutely unbelievable. I'm hoping he's going to come a little bit higher up the enclosure so I can get him into the light a bit better. But, oh my god, where's Gav? Gav's missing it, man. Just look. I've got a feeling we're going to look at this guy for a while.
There's big golden pedipalps on him.
Honestly, they're just out of this world, aren't they? Oh my goodness. Look at his legs. Look at everything. Everything's just absolutely stunning, isn't it? What an absolute stunning looking spider. This is why I had to. I'm so sorry, Charlotte. I'm sorry I have them. Well, I'm not sorry. I am sorry and I'm not sorry. But I'll tell you what I'll do, Charlotte, because I know that you really, really wanted them. If I've got all these JUVIES. Once I've sexed them, if I've got like a good number of males and females, we'll sort something out. But oh my goodness, it's just got that like gold cap on as well, hasn't he? It's just got like he's got that like gold cap on his head.
And the mask is so black.
I know, it really is. That's why I want him to come up a little bit higher, because there's not a lot of light down there where he is. I'm going to try and just, I don't want to, the thing is, because he's quite chill, I don't want to mess too much. But and also, we're managing to get a good look at his pedipalps, aren't we, because of the angle he's at. I think if he comes up any too much further, we might not see them quite so much. But he's got like that silver tash as well, hasn't he, going on?
Yeah, he's absolutely stunning.
Oh my goodness!
Because the one thing you find as a breeder with the Regis is that a lot of people are, I want an orange one, I want a white one.
Oh God, I know exactly where you're coming from, man.
No one wants the black and white males, which is a shame because they're so sweet and handsome in their own right.
Oh, they really are. I mean, they've got that. I mean, when you look at their chelicerae, they're generally like a really beautiful green and blue kind of metallic, aren't they? Which is absolutely stunning. Set against that black is absolutely beautiful. Yeah. I mean, there's to us. Some days I actually prefer the male. Oh, here we go. Look, here we go.
Showing off now.
He's giving us a look. Look at him. Look at him. He's just stunning all over, isn't he? From head to toe.
He really is, yeah.
He's just absolutely stunning from head to toe. Oh my goodness. I can't believe Gab's missing it. Well, I'm just going to leave camera on him for a bit, if that's all right with everyone, because I just can't get enough of this guy. I mean, hopefully we'll compare with the female after I've put him away. So I think, Claire, I'm going to give him one more feed, and then I'm going to try and pair. I might even pair him this weekend. I may do an impromptu live stream this weekend. I may do them. I may pair them this weekend and just live stream it, just on the off chance that something happens. Because I actually don't know how mature. I tried to pin him down on when they matured, but he was very vague. He wouldn't tell me. Because at first he was just like, yeah, they're adults, and I was like, yeah, I know that. I'm asking you when they matured, like when did they last molt, sort of thing. And I didn't really get an answer. So he basically
the male looks mature based on the size of his pedipalps and his forearms.
He looks. I mean, this is actually the first chance I've had to have a proper look at him tonight with the macro lens, and he definitely looks ready to me. So providing the female's good to go.
Yeah, you have to check to see if she's got an epi, and if she is, go for it.
Yeah. Yes, Ian, we're just discussing that. We think he is. He's definitely mature. So I'm assuming he's. I think he's ready. I mean, his pedipalps are huge, aren't they? So.
Yeah.
So he's definitely ready. It's just whether or not that female's ready. So we'll see. He's been very chilled. He's been very well behaved. I'm loving it. But I'll do Vanessa. I've already fed her twice in the last few days. I'm going to feed him one more time, I think, and then
if you put them side by side and he's dancing for her anyway, that'll give you an indication that he's mature.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I'll just give it a go. Sarah, obviously, that is the gauntlet you run when you breed anything, really. And you know, spiders, mantis, scorpions, anything. There's always a chance, especially when it comes to spiders, that the female is just going to have them. So yeah, she may do, but you know, this is what we do, isn't it? You know, you just never know. Yeah, I'm hoping to, Sarah. I'm hoping to. I think I will probably do a little live when. I think I will do a little live when I put them together. I'm actually pairing some scorpions next. I think is the next thing. But these, I think I should just go for it with these, Claire. What do you reckon? Because you know, they could be old as hell, as far as I
So
know.
he looks good to go to
He
me.
looks pretty good though, doesn't he? He doesn't look like an old
Yeah.
man or anything. So I think he's good.
You'll have to check your female and see. I mean, with the females, you can generally tell their age. You can tell if they're past it, if you like, if it's not worth putting them together, if she's not really into web building and hanging around down the bottom and, you know, just generally acting older. But then the flip side of it is if she's not mature yet, you don't really want to risk a fight. So, but if you just get a flash on the underneath of her when she's climbing up the clear side, you'll know what you're doing.
I'll try. I will do that. We'll have a look at her in a minute. I was hoping, Steph, where's Gav?
Here, you donut. Who do you think's bringing comments up on screen?
I've not been paying attention, dude.
Oh, I'm jealous. He's stunning. I need one.
I've just been so mesmerised by this spider. I've just not been paying attention to what's going on. But yes, of course, Gav, you're right. Sorry, dude. You've been bringing the comments up. I'm just blown away by the spider.
He's really tonk in the front, isn't he?
Look at that. I'm just going to try and bring that front end up a little bit.
Darn it, it'd be Gav was down the road. Not just down the road.
He's actually quite small. He's no bigger than I would say is about 1.2 centimeters ish, give or take.
You'll be surprised how small the males can be and how big the females can be, and they still go for it.
Yeah. Yeah. They're not shy, are they?
No.
We were talking about this earlier about them tackling. I mean, you just have to. Sarah, he looks huge on my TV. We were talking about this in terms of the how big prey size jumping spiders tackle. I think that goes a long way to show you the kind of confidence that they have. So a male going after a larger female. I think generally.
What's funny when you're pairing them is when the males turn around and then much rather dance for you. We get that a lot. I don't know what that's about. I've got videos and videos of them just standing at the edge of the enclosure, just dancing at me. And I'm like, turn around, dude, she's over there.
Well, I knew they were beautiful, but obviously I didn't realise just how amazing the colours, the patterning was going to be until tonight.
Don't you think its legs are like a skeleton leg?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's like it's dressed
Like
up for
an
it's like it's dressed up for a Halloween party. Well, I'm blown away. I just want him to turn around one more time.
Adult males, Sarah, they generally don't eat as much as
Yeah.
the females and younger ones, so they can look a bit slimmer.
Yeah.
All about Nookie.
Yeah, well, exactly, and it's the same in a lot of family of insects, isn't it? The males, they're much more interested in getting out and about, looking for females, than they are in. They want to stay lean, I guess, so they can, so they look good, stay nice and trim for the ladies, But honestly, this guy, he's not going to have any problems attracting a female, showing off and impressing a female, is he? I mean, let's face it.
No, not at all. He looks gorgeous.
Let's face it, because he's absolutely stunning. Well, I'm very, very happy. Honestly, we've had some absolutely fantastic footage tonight.
Was it only the one pair of mature ones, did you say?
Yeah, just the one pair. So, I mean, to be honest, sometimes, even though obviously it's fantastic to have the opportunity to pair, sometimes when you get something that's just so spectacular like this, even if you just don't manage to pair them and you just manage to look at them, get some nice footage, admire them for a little while, keep them for a little while, sometimes you just have to consider that to be a privilege and a bonus in itself, even if you don't manage even if you don't manage to pair them. I mean, this guy is just absolutely spectacular.
So, like with my Amipites, I could only get one. I didn't know what sex it was going to be, but I didn't want to pass up the opportunity because it's such a stunning species. Sometimes you're not buying to breed them necessarily. It's just because you want them in your collection.
Yeah, exactly. Right, let's have one last look at his face, and then we'll put him away.
Catch you later, Dawn.
Bye, Donnie.
See you, Dawn. Take care. Sorry, it's just a little bit out of focus. Just struggling a little bit. There we go. Let's just have another quick look at his little face, and then we'll go.
I hope you've got a couple more of these guys in with those JUVIES.
Oh, I hope so too. I mean, he sold them as unsexed, so obviously it's in the lap of the gods. But
I'm not sure with these guys if you can sex them this early on when they're juveniles. Some of the species, it's not until later on.
Yeah, exactly. They, I mean, I had a quick when I was rehousing them just then. I mean, obviously I was only looking at them with the naked eye, but they did all look very similar. So
I don't know if is Paris still in the chat. Paris might know. or Charlotte, if they're ones that you can, because like the Texanus, like I said earlier, that you can't tell until later on.
Yeah.
I've got 3 of them and they're identical at the moment. Same with the velvets, like the wild canaries.
Yeah.
The transformation at the end is unbelievable.
Yeah, because they're just black, aren't they? I think that that one that you've got, Gav. That is it. How many of those females have you got, Gav?
Well, one female and the other 2 must be male.
Yeah,
Because they're like seriously tiny still.
yeah.
But she's huge.
And I've got a couple, and they're just black at the moment. There's no idea what they are.
If
Yeah, I
you catch the
got
light just right, you can sometimes see the hue on the smaller ones of like the red.
Yeah. I bought a sub. It was advertised as a sub female, and I showed the girls that I was getting it, and they said, "Look at those pelly pouts." I was like, "Oh, that's not a sub female. It had huge pelly pouts." So I went back to him. I was like, "That's a sub male," and they're like, "Do you not want it now?" I was like, "No, I want it even more. You know, send it." And about 10 days later, it went from jet black to that stunning bright red with the white knees. And actually, Jeremy's got it now. He's
Right.
he had a female and he needed a male, so I'm crossing my fingers for that one because I love velvets. But they're you do have to wait a while for them to get some size. Oh.
So there she is. She was quite active. She's just settled down. She was jumping around a little bit, so I'm going to try and put her down. I'm going to try and put her down on this lid. She's quite active, so. In fact, the only time she's not active is when she's on my hand. As soon as I put her down on any other surface, she's webbing up my hand quite nicely. Yeah, I'm not sure we're going to get a look at her because she's quite active. Right. Let's see if she just relaxes. See if she just chills out a little bit. I'm going to try and get the camera out.
My wakanaka will be about that size.
Wakanaka.
Yeah, it's about as big as that one you've just had then.
Yeah. She's gone walkabout again. But, yeah, I'm not sure we're going to get anywhere with her.
Is the male bigger than her, Mitch?
No.
No.
They're actually about the same size. She's obviously a little bit she's obviously a bit chunkier than he is. You know, her abdomen and everything, but in terms of like overall length, she's possibly slightly bigger, but not by much at all. I would say more or less the same.
Because I think the girls are saying that they're a smaller species. I think they're going to be similar to like the Comatus, you know, where they're a bit on the smaller side anyway. So they look a good size.
Yeah.
I've got some Regius that size, so they're a good size.
Yeah, struggling. I can't get her to do what I want. She's just a little bit too active.
No, it's not.
Well, she's got the same gold. So that's her legs. So far, that's the best I can do so far. But her legs are absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, they're a bit brighter, aren't they? The yellow.
Yeah,
a
that
bit
gold's
brighter.
that gold's a little bit brighter, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah, because the others were like more of a creamy colour, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you able to have a look underneath?
Not very
Oh
clear.
yeah, she's mature.
Yeah, she is. It's right there.
Yep.
There we go.
It's like a little
You have to
nubbin.
excuse me because I'm holding it, so I can't. But I think we've seen enough.
Yep. She needs to have enough with the
So,
palps on the other dude.
I think
Yeah, feed them up and pair them up.
I know. Well, like I say, I've fed them. They've both been fed. I don't think he's touched much food, but
Oh yeah, they
she's
don't though, do they?
she's definitely eaten twice already in the last. I think in the last 5 days. So I'm gonna feed her again. I'm gonna try and feed her a couple more times, and then I'll pair her up at the weekend, I think.
Yeah. I give my females food and then put the male with her.
Yeah.
Because it keeps them
Yeah,
entertained.
do that as well.
Although I have had the odd male that will start fighting for the food, and then they're like tug of warring. But you kind of get the gist that he's not ready if he's more interested in the food.
Yes, that is a very good sign. It's the same with many things, isn't it? You know, if the male's like, it's worse with the mantis. A female will be feeding away, and the male's on her back, and rather than like got that natural response where he's trying to connect with her, he's slowly crawling up her back and over her head, trying to pinch her food, like right from under her nose. It's like, dude, you know what? I almost want you to get snatched because you're so dumb.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Right, just bear with me a minute because I'm trying to.
My female Texanus was eating a fly, and I put her male in with her, who was definitely mature. And she dropped the fly to one side and just grabbed him and rolled him up and bit him.
Oh my goodness! Yeah.
And now my Texanus lives with Dawn.
So she's kind of just hiding away in the lip of the lid, and I'm having to hold this lid. That's why it's all a bit shaky, but we can see enough to know that she's absolutely beautiful. She's definitely got the same sort of leg markings as the male, but that's about it really. Obviously, we can't quite see her abdomen very well, but she's got a similar sort of hairstyle with the spiky bits at the side.
When I was girls and I were having a conversation yesterday about when sometimes the abdomen, when you get one that's got a slightly bumpy abdomen, it shows that they've either laid before or they're older.
Oh, okay.
Not as young as they were.
So is that what you're referring to with her? Because she's got a little bit of a ripple in her.
Yeah, she's a bit bumpy, isn't she? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We just need to get her paired up as quick as possible, don't we, really? Just in case. I mean, she could very well already be gravid. We just don't know.
Yeah, she could be.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not getting very good shots. I'm trying to turn around just to see if we can get a little look at her face.
Oh. Her little wispy lashes are gorgeous.
Oh, they really are. Oh, look, there she is. So you have to excuse me. I'm holding this in my hand, so it's quite difficult to maintain focus. There she is.
She's really pretty, but I feel myself thinking that this is the one instance with the jumping spiders where I'd say the males are prettier than the females.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he was just absolutely stunning, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think you're just really lucky that you've got a particularly nice one. You can't convince me that they're all that stunning. If they are, I need 10.
Yeah, yeah.
Catch you later, Si.
Si's off. Thanks so much for tuning in, Si. Cheers, my friend. I'll speak to you soon, man. I think Si's after some enclosures for his mantis now. He wants to upgrade already. Well, there you go. That's the female. I'm not going to. I'm going to have to remove her from that to. So I'm just going to see how she reacts when I just entice her out of there. See if we can get a clearer view of her. But if she starts jumping around again, I'm just going to put her away in a new enclosure, and she's gone. Let's have a quick look at the top. Get the opportunity while she's just sat there on the. There we go. There we go. We are going to get to look at her after all. So she's got the same. It looks like she's got that same sort of patterning on the Hyllus side as well.
Laminate smells.
Look at her hair. Just got those like couple of like tufts in the middle. Fantastic.
Homer Simpson hair.
Oh my goodness, fantastic.
But she doesn't have the thick, dark mask like he does.
No, she doesn't.
That's because he is the Scarlet Pimpernel.
He really is. But she's got absolutely beautiful legs, and the markings on her abdomen are stunning. Yeah, she looks like she definitely could tackle another couple of meals before I pair her up with her. Well, there you go. So we did get to have a look at them. I'm really happy now. See, everyone's saying it the same thing, man. She's beautiful, but she's nowhere near as stunning as the male. So there you go. There she is. Absolutely beautiful. I'm so happy. See if we can just turn around a little bit. And then we'll crack on. In fact, I think that's it after that. It's quite chill in the end. So there we have it. I think that's it. Absolutely beautiful. I think we'll call it a day there, guys. Right. I think that's it, guys. Well, I think we've been very, very lucky we've been so lucky that the ones we've looked at have all just sat there and behaved themselves and basically just been absolutely adorable. So I'm just going to encourage her around and open up the door so she can go in. Come on. Just bear with me a minute, guys. And in she goes. Did she go in? Oh no, I can't see her. Where did she go? She must have gone in. Where did she go?
Night, Charlotte.
Oh, and a good night, Charlotte. Sorry, I'm just having a bit of a panic attack because I can't find her. She must have gone in, right?
The jumper has gone. The jumper has gone. Yeah, India, the jumper has gone.
I just can't see her. I'm really concerned that she's not in there and she's dangling somewhere. I don't know where she is. Now I'm really concerned because I can't see her. Where is she? Is she on me? Is she? I don't know where she is, guys. Can't see her.
I think you're on your own with this one, dude.
The problem is, if she's not there, if she's not in there, where is she?
She's not on the outside of the other enclosure, is she?
Oh, I just can't see her now.
I mean, the acrylic one.
Can't see her anywhere. I don't know what to do. I'm going to have to take everything out.
Yeah.
She's there, she's there, she's there. Hiding under the crowbar. Right, everyone can relax. My heart was beating so fast there. I was so worried. I thought she'd gone. Do you know what I thought had happened? Because I could feel her silk threads on my arm. You know you know how they lay down the silk thread when they're moving around, and I thought I could feel the silk thread on my arm, and so I thought she'd like crawled up my arm and I'd just not felt it, and then she'd disappeared. So, oh, okay, sorry about that, everybody. I just had a moment of panic. She's in there. I just spotted her. It's all good. Oh my goodness, sorry about that. But you know what it's like when you think you've nearly lost one, and I would not have been able to relax. I would not have been able. I would have I would have had to have just stopped the stream. I would have had to search the whole shed. Anyway,
That is one of the other common messages I get. People losing them.
Yeah, it really is. And it's easy to do, isn't it? Even, it's easy to do. So,
But
anyway.
They find them, though. They generally do find them.
Yeah. So, okay. Sorry about that, guys. There's nothing worse than dead air, but honestly, my heart was seriously pounding then.
It's really hard because you can't come and help.
I know. And, anyway, thank you. Oh, Joffy's in the house. Joffy, how's it going, my friend? You all right, buddy? Welcome, man. Thank you. Thanks so much for commenting, because I know Joffy always just sits there hiding, watching the streams from beyond. I know he's always out there. So thanks, buddy. It means a lot to me that you've got the old fingers going and you've typed out. So Charlotte's still here. I thought she'd gone. She had to wait. She had to
find it.
She had to wait to make sure that that I found that jumping spider, didn't she? So anyway,
you're not going to pinch it from me and then lose it.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? It's like, oh my goodness, what a loser. You know what I mean? He's got these amazing spiders and then he just loses it. So anyway, there you go. Okay, I just 9 minutes ago, I got a message from my mum. She's watching the stream. I think it's the first time my mum's tuned in. So, Mother, welcome to my stream. I'm not sure.
Hi, Richard's mum.
Thank you. Mum's in the stream. She's not typing. She's not saying anything because apparently she's watching me on the. Apparently, she can't like or message. But I'm on the big screen, so Mummy, how's it going, Mummy? I love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you are well. I haven't spoke to you for a little while, but I promise I'll be in touch. Yes, welcome. Everybody say hello to my mum. My mum is watching. She's not typing, but she's there. She'll be there at home watching me on the big screen, watching her little boy doing his thing. So thanks, Mum, for tuning in. I know she tunes in from time to time, but not for these particular streams, I don't think. But anyway, thanks, Mum. Love you. Anyway, right, enough of that. Right then. Anyway, so Charlotte's still here. So Charlotte and Claire, thank you so much. We're going to wrap this up now, guys, because it's nearly 11:30. We've gone on a little bit too far, but. We've had such good fun. We're definitely going to come back and do this. If I get the chance, I'm going to pair these carols. I'll try and do it on a stream. I might just do it on a stream. It just depends. I'll see what's happening. I've actually got a pair of scorpions that I really need to pair up as well at some point. But we'll definitely do that. So I just want to say a special thank you to Charlotte, who's in the chat, and poor Charlotte. She was supposed to be here with us on screen, but it just didn't work out. Technical difficulties, technology failed her. But Charlotte, thank you so much for coming on at first. I know you gave it a good your microphone, whatever, your internet wasn't working properly, and Charlotte had to drop out. But your input is obviously invaluable, and I really appreciate it, Charlotte. Thank you so much. So we've got Charlotte from Charlotte's Webs, I think it is. Charlotte's on so she's got a Facebook page, Instagram, and and now she's got a YouTube channel as well, right? Isn't that right, Claire? I think Charlotte's got a YouTube channel. So I know she's mainly doing shorts at the moment, but I think she's like wanting to start doing some videos and stuff as well. So if you're not already subscribed to Charlotte's Webs, go over and check Charlotte's Webs out on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Go give her some support, and we love you, Charlotte. Thank you so much. We'll definitely have you back once you get that internet sorted out. Claire, brings me to you as well. Thank you so much. You've been
Thanks
amazing.
for having me.
No, thank you. It's been fantastic. I'm sorry it's gone on a little bit longer than I intended. But we had a few moments. But the macro footage has just been so amazing, right? I mean, we've had seen some absolutely amazing footage. So I've spent a little bit longer doing the macro stuff than I probably would have done. It'd just be rude not to, wouldn't it? To be fair, when you're getting some absolutely amazing footage of that sort of stuff. So thank
Your
you,
macro
Claire.
shots cost me a fortune.
There you go. So right, Claire, Aruna Exotics. Aruna Exotics is just going from strength to strength, right? I know you are the leaf insect person in and around to see. You've got all those leaf insects. We were saying earlier you're going to have way too many at some point.
Yes.
I know you're speaking to Gav and Steph. We're going to offload a bunch of that stuff, and we're going to get that sort of stuff sorted out. And but yeah, you've got all that other stuff going on, all those jumping spiders. I know you're getting into scorpions as well, tarantulas as well, which I'll talk to you about sorting those slings and stuff out for you. So Christina is still not quite convinced, but we'll see. But anyway, thank you so much, Claire.
Thank you for having me.
Your input has been absolutely invaluable. Really, really appreciate you coming on and spending your whole night with us. So,
What else would I be doing? I'd be in the chat.
That is true. You would be here in the chat anyway. So, but you're more than welcome to come on board. Obviously, as a regular in the chat, I'm always giving people who come in the chat opportunities to come on and talk about stuff and just hang out, even if you just want to hang out and don't necessarily have a particular experience in a particular area. You know, if you ever want to just come and hang out, just let me know. But we'll definitely be coming back to jumping spiders, so we'll get you on again, and we'll have some updates because I think people have been in touch. Claire, obviously, Aruna Exotics. She's got the Facebook page. You've got the. Have you got the website? Because I think you said Jay.
I have got a website. Yeah, there's a couple of care sheets on there.
So there you go. We've got the website. We've got the YouTube. You don't have a YouTube channel, do you? You're not doing YouTube at the moment.
I have got a YouTube channel. I think I've got like 1 follower and no videos.
Right. Well, we can't do anything about the videos, but we can get you some more followers. So even though Claire's not making any videos yet, get over there and maybe
I have made a video. I just haven't uploaded it.
Maybe if we can get Claire some more subscribers, that might just encourage her to make more videos. Who knows? Even if you just do shorts, Claire, you could basically just do shorts. So there you go, Claire, Aruna Exotics. Get over, check out her YouTube channel and her Instagram and Facebook and website, all of the same name, Aruna Exotics. So there you go. Is that it? Are you on TikTok as well, Claire? Because I don't do TikTok. No. So no. They see your face. No.
Oh no, I get glued to it for hours. I lose hours on TikTok, but I'm not on it. No.
Okay. Well, we'll get you on again anyway, Claire, and we'll do some more jumping spider stuff. Or also, we'll get you on and you can feature some leaf insects or whatever. We'll just explore the possibilities. But it's been absolutely fantastic getting you on. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much, guys.
I'm going to drop you out now, Claire. So thank you to Claire and Charlotte. Thank you so much to all.
Catch you later.
See you
later, Claire. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Well, there you go, Gav. That was fantastic, wasn't it? Fantastic. Claire
Some
and Charlotte.
footage.
Yeah. I'm really, really excited about that footage. That's been absolutely amazing. I hope everybody's enjoyed the footage. So it just brings me now to say thank you to everybody in the chat. We've had record numbers watching tonight, I think, Gav. We've had over 30 people in tonight watching the stream, so that's been absolutely fantastic. So I just want to say a really huge thank you to everyone, as usual, who have been with us in the chat. The regulars who have been here with all you guys, thank you so much. You keep coming back to me. And then all the newcomers, all the new guys probably that we've stolen from Scott's army. And then also we've stolen a few from the jumping spider community. I hope you guys have had a good night, and I really hope you've enjoyed the macro footage and the general chat we've had about jumping spiders. We're definitely going to come back to this. So I really hope that you guys will subscribe and whenever I'm streaming twice a week. I'm going to be streaming again on Saturday. It's always doing something a little bit different, but I will come back to jumping spiders. So thank you to everyone who's been new tonight and old, and thank you to everybody. Right then, Gav, I'm going to say thank you to you and all, my friend. So, in fact, I've already said my thank yous. I'm just going to leave you here, dude. I normally phase you out, but I'm going to leave you here until the end because I've already said all my big thank yous. Thank you to my mum. Thank you, mum. Thank you so much for tuning in. It means such a lot to me to see your little boy doing his thing. And thank you so much. I love you, my mum. That's my mum. I've gone all gooey. But anyway, there you go. So you got anything else to say, Gav?
I don't know. I was just going to say, is she still watching?
I don't know. She sent me another message. I ain't read it yet because, our mum wants to see the Scorpions. I see. She's a Scorpio. You see, I knew there was something.
I was just thinking of playing this for you, Mum.
Criticam, Mitch is your macro man. Criticam, peeking into the unseen universe.
That's for you, Mum. For you, Mum. We'll have to play the thing I did for your anniversary as well, dude. The dancing.
Yeah.
We'll save that for the next one. Mum. Me doing a little bit of a jig for my good friend Gavin and Steph for their anniversary. But anyway, we're gonna go. So Mum wants to see Scorpion. Your wish is my command. I'm definitely doing Scorpions again pretty soon. So over the next week or two, we're going to be coming back to Scorpions because I need to pair up that
Baconi.
Yeah. So we need to pair up those, and we're going to get Tim on for that. So congratulations to Ian Tarantula for. Hey, gang, that's a point. Ian never named the pair, did he? We were supposed to be naming the pair. What happened? Unless he said it in the chat and I missed it. So
he didn't.
Anyway,
he didn't actually.
Ian, when you next time we're on the stream, hit us up with the name. That's all. Have a nice long think about it. Something good. We're not having any nonsense. Gav, myself, and Steph, we all get a veto each. So you better come up with a few good ideas. Anyway, I'm going to say good night. I'm going to wrap things up, and because my wrap ups take about 10 minutes these days, don't they? I'm sorry, dude. It's when my mum turns up. What can I do? Anyway, thank you so much to everybody for tuning in. Thank you. Congratulations to Ian. We are definitely going to do that beginner mantis, beginner jumping spider stream. That'll be awesome. I'm looking forward to that. We're going to be back again on Saturday, guys. We're going to do it all over again. I think we're going to have something a little bit different on Saturday. I haven't decided what yet, but it's definitely going to be a species you haven't seen yet so far. Even Gav doesn't know what I'm doing. So there you go. So thank you so much, guys. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we will see you back here on Saturday. Take care. Good night from me, and it's good night from him. Good night from everybody here at Unseen Universe. See you later, guys. Bye, Mum.